Part 1. A New Beginning. Anna was a 29-year-old architect from Vienna, Austria. She loved order, routine, and careful planning, but life often surprises us when we least expect it. One cold January morning, her boss called her into his office. "Anna, I need you to go to Amsterdam tomorrow. It was for an urgent project, a new museum design." Anna felt nervous. She had never traveled alone for work. But she nodded and accepted the challenge. That evening, she packed her suitcase slowly, still unsure. The next morning, she sat on the plane, looking out the window. Amsterdam appeared cold, bright, and unfamiliar. At the hotel, she checked in and decided to walk. The canals were peaceful and the old houses charming. On a bench by the water, a young man greeted her. "First time here?" he asked kindly. His name was Lucas, and their conversation lasted hours. Part 2. New Friendship. The next morning, Anna met Lucas for coffee. He showed her quiet streets and secret courtyards. Anna felt relaxed and curious in the new city. At lunch, Lucas told her stories about Dutch culture. They visited a small art gallery with local paintings. Anna smiled more than she had in months. In the evening, she returned to her hotel room. She opened her laptop to review project.designs, but her mind wandered to the day's adventure. The next day, she worked with the Dutch architects. They were friendly, but the work was intense. At night, Lucas called and invited her for dinner. They went to a cozy restaurant by the canal. After dinner, they walked in the cold night air. Anna looked at the lights on the water and smiled. She realized this trip was changing her life. Part 3. Unexpected Problem. On Wednesday morning, a problem appeared. The museum project had a technical issue. Anna stayed late with the team to solve it. Lucas sent her a message. "You can do it." His support made her feel stronger. At midnight, the team finally found a solution. Anna returned to the hotel, exhausted, but proud. The next morning, she met Lucas. For breakfast, they sat in a small cafe with warm coffee. Lucas told her about his dream to travel Europe. Anna shared stories from her childhood in Vienna. They laughed and talked as if they had known each other for years. That afternoon, the weather turned rainy and cold. They visited the Rijksmuseum and admired the art. Standing in front of Rembrandt's paintings, Anna felt inspired. Amsterdam was no longer just work. It felt like discovery. Part 4. A surprise invitation. On Friday, the Dutch team thanked Anna warmly. The project was complete, and they were happy. Lucas surprised her with an invitation. "Come with me to Belgium for the weekend," he said. At first, Anna hesitated, but something inside her said yes. Early Saturday morning, they took a train south. The journey through the countryside was beautiful. They arrived in Bruges, full of charm and history. Cobblestone streets, old bridges, and peaceful canals surrounded them. They visited chocolate shops and tasted local sweets. Anna felt like she was in a fairy tale. That evening, they sat by the fire in a small inn. Lucas looked at her and smiled softly. "Life is short," he said. Anna nodded and agreed completely. Part 5. Lost in Bruges. Sunday morning, Anna and Lucas wandered through Bruges. The streets were quiet and magical in the early light. They visited old churches and climbed the Belfry Tower. From the top, the view took Anna's breath away. But after lunch, they got lost in narrow streets. Lucas laughed. Getting lost is part of the adventure. They found a small bookstore with old European maps. Anna bought one as a memory of this day. In the evening, they took a boat. Ride on the canals. The city lights reflected on the water beautifully. Anna felt completely free and alive. Back at the inn, Lucas surprised her again. "I have tickets to Paris for tomorrow," he said, Anna's heart raced. This trip was becoming bigger than she had imagined. She looked at Lucas and simply said, "Let's go." Part 6. Paris Dreams. On Monday, they arrived in Paris by train. The city was busy, loud, and beautiful. They visited the Eiffel Tower and took photos together. Anna couldn't believe how quickly her world had changed. They walked along the Seine, stopping for crepes. Lucas shared stories from his travels and dreams. Anna felt like a part of something new. In the evening, they watched the lights sparkle on the tower. Lucas took her hand gently. "I'm glad we met," he whispered. Anna smiled, feeling warmth and happiness. The next morning, they visited the Louvre. Anna stood in front of the Mona Lisa, speechless. Every moment felt like magic. As they sat by the river that afternoon, Anna realized this trip had taught her to let go and live. Part 7. Back to Vienna, forever. Changed. Wednesday morning, it was time to return home. Anna and Lucas hugged at the train station. "Come visit Vienna," she said softly. "I will," Lucas promised. On the train back, Anna looked out the window. She thought about all she had experienced. In 1 week, new places, new people, unexpected adventures. Back in Vienna, everything looked familiar, but felt different. She went to the office and finished her reports, but her heart was still by the canals and rivers. That evening, she opened her phone. There was a message from Lucas. "See you soon." Anna smiled and replied, "I hope so." She knew life wouldn't be the same again. One unexpected trip had changed everything, and this was only the beginning.